Hello my little fizzle pops and welcome back to another episode of Trash Talk, where we literally talk about my trash. Today I'm going to go over my July empties, which I have a ton of, so let's get into it. I wouldn't be a real beauty guru unless I said without further ado. So without further ado, we have 2 bottles of Endless Weekend. I don't know how he used up both bottles. Even I was like, wow, how did you go through that so fast? He's like, I don't know, maybe they evaporate. And I'm like, I've had body spray for years that doesn't evaporate, and you've had these for like 2 months and you're gone with both of them. So I gotta go back to Bath & Body Works and get a more Endless Weekend. He loves this. I'm talking about my husband. So he used up 2 bottles of Endless Weekend. The next thing the next thing I used up is by Clinique. It's the Acne Solutions Cleansing Foam. Definitely would buy this again, and I will buy this again. I have some face washes I'm using up, but on my next gratis, which should be in about a month, I will definitely order this, so I'll have it in my next gratis haul, which is probably going to be in about 6 weeks. 7 weeks, something like that. Mid-September? Okay. So we got Clinique Cleansing Foam. Definitely love this as my morning face wash. Not so much at night because I wear so much makeup. I want something like thicker and grittier. But in the morning, whenever all I have on is moisturizer, definitely to clean my skin in the morning. I love that stuff. Okay. Next thing is also by Clinique, and it's the Clinique Acne Solutions All Over Clearing Treatment. I don't like this stuff. So this is a benzoyl peroxide all over moisturizer, and it helps with acne. But for me, this pills up. So like it doesn't actually soak into my skin, and it drives me crazy. In the morning, like if I'm gonna put foundation over it and powder my face, then it doesn't bother me so much. But at night, if I'm trying to sleep and it just feels kind of heavy and it doesn't soak in. So for that reason, I'm not gonna repurchase those. If I re-get it, then I'll use it. Like if I get it in like a freebie or something, I'll reuse it, but I'm not gonna ever buy this again. It took me a long time to use this up. I kind of just had to force myself because I was on a no-buy. I'm no longer on a no-buy. I'm back to buying stuff, but I was on a no-buy for the first 6-7 months. So I was trying to use up everything that I already owned, so I forced myself to use that even though I didn't like it. The next thing we used up is another Clinique item. I'll just look and grab all the Clinique items first. If you don't know, I work for Clinique, hashtag Clinique Consultant. These are my honest reviews, whatever. So the next is the Acne Solutions Cleansing Gel. This isn't my favorite either. For the Acne Solutions, I much prefer the clarifying lotion and the puffy foam that I showed you. But this is a thin cleansing gel, so it just works like a regular face wash. Nothing too special about it. It's kind of a thin formula, so I would not repurchase this. Next thing is the Pore Refining Solutions Correcting Serum. I actually really liked this, and I was sad that it is out. I felt like the serums go really fast. So because I'm still young, I was using my serums more as of a preventative than a correcting. So I think I'm gonna cut out the serums for a few years because it's just, they go fast, and even though I like them, I don't feel like they're actually necessary. So I'm gonna cut back on them and see if I can tell a difference in my skin or see if I actually need serums. But I really, really liked it. It left my skin feeling really, really soft and smooth, and it looked really nice. But I'm not sure it actually did much beyond that because I don't have really problem skin to really do anything with. So this is something I would buy, but probably not for a few years. I'll just save my money and buy more makeup because I definitely need more of that. Another thing that I will definitely rebuy, and I already have rebought, is the Pore Refining Solutions Stay Matte Hydrator. This is the perfect moisturizer if you have oily skin. So a lot of people are under the assumption that if you have oily skin, you don't need to moisturize. But like for me, because I have acne prone skin, if I use acne medications, then my skin will get really dry. And then if I put a lot of moisturizer on it, it'll feel really heavy. So I'm in that in-between state of, well, what do I do? Because I want my skin to feel dry. I want it to feel matte, but I don't want it to look dry. I want it to feel dry, but I don't want it to look dry. I don't want it to look cakey. So if you're one of those people that are like a texture thing and your skin has to feel matte and dry and non-sticky, this is perfect. What I like to do is mix this in with a little bit of night cream at night so it makes my night cream like soak in better and not feel really heavy, but I'm still getting the benefits of those night creams because this is just a straight up moisturizer. There's no added antioxidants or benefits or anything like that. So, but yeah, this is a fantastic product. I love it. It's definitely one of my top 5 favorite items that Clinique makes. So I would definitely check it out. Put a little bit on the back of your hand next time you're at a Clinique counter. Take home a 10-day sample and just try it out. You can wear it under makeup as a primer as well, which I have done many times. It's wonderful. I would love it. Even if I didn't work for Clinique, I would go back and rebuy that and make sure I always had it in stock. Alright, more Clinique stuff. Okay. The next thing, I almost used up the whole thing, and then it was in my purse because I was like, okay, I'm going to use it up. It's my item this week to use up. Put it in my purse, and then it got to be like 107 degrees outside, and I wasn't thinking, so it melted. But this is the Chubby Stick in Intense Curvious Caramel. It is a beautiful shade, but I destroyed it. So it was almost empty, but I was dumb. Well, it had that much left in it, so it wasn't almost empty. But I was dumb, and I left it in my car, and yeah, it's not usable anymore. So I've got to get another shade of this, or another stick of this. But that is the shade. It's beautiful. It's similar to what I'm wearing now, but it actually on my lips looks more peach than it does pink. So definitely love that. We'll definitely rebuy. Okay, the next Clinique item that I did use up is the Clinical Clearing Gel. I use this twice a day, every day. You're going to see more empties next month. But I thought that I used up more than this, but I guess I only used up this one this month. Yeah, I love this. It keeps me from breaking out. I do have a breakout right there, as you can probably already notice. But this does help. I would be a lot more broken out if I didn't use this stuff. I also used an eye cream. This is the Clinique All About Eyes Rich. And after using this entire thing, I know that I like the original All About Eyes a lot better than the rich version. The rich version on my skin doesn't soak in as well as I would want it to, so it just feels, I can feel it. It feels heavy underneath my eyes. So I've learned that the thin version, the original version, just soaks in a lot better and is a lot more comfortable on the eyes. But if you have a lot of lines and wrinkles under the eyes, or if you have really dry under eyes, you'd probably like this version better because it's going to stay hydrated. I also used up the 7-day scrub. I don't like this stuff. I ended up mixing this in with a different scrub that I have. So I ended up just squeezing it all into a different scrub, and I used that. This by itself just doesn't do it for me. I also used the Moisture Surge Hydrating Supercharged Concentrate. This is one of their newer items. I think it came out last year. It has these little water beads in it that just soak in the skin, and this feels really good on. The only thing is I don't like these little squeezy tubes because it's really hard to get the product out of here. But, you guys know Robert Scherbatsky, and she says but so every time I say but I think of her. But if I really wanted to, I would cut the top off of this and get the rest of it out because I would definitely use it. I also used up a sample of Super Defense Daily Defense Moisturizer in Very Dry to Dry combination. If I was to get this again, like in the full size, because this was just a travel size or trial size, I would definitely get the one made for more oily skin because I felt like this was just a little off for me. So I am interested in buying this because this is actually age prevention with SPF 20 in it, but I would get it in a different formula. This one, they have different formulas of the same product. So as this one is Super Defense for very dry to dry skin, they have another one made for oily combination skin. So I would definitely get it in the oily combination version. I also used up the bottle of Perfectly Real makeup. For me, this just doesn't have enough coverage in it. It looks really pretty on, and I have worn it the last couple of months, and I like it. It's just, it doesn't give me as much coverage. I would buy it again, but it's just not my favorite. Of course, I'm going to swatch, and it's going to look really pretty, but that's what it looks swatched on. There's still a little bit on there. I would probably go in with a Q-tip and try to get it out, but I was banging this stuff, banging. But that's the shade. I just felt like for me personally, I wanted more full coverage. I like to look flawless. And then I got some mascara samples that I ended up throwing away because they got old. So mascara is only good for 3, maybe 6 months, and then you're gonna want to throw it away. And since I've been on my no-buy, I know that these are reaching that 6-month period, probably back in December, January time, whenever I got them. I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, wait, 4. I actually have 8 mascaras that I'm getting rid of, throwing away. I've used up all of them, or I've used all of them. There's nothing that's been sitting there that I haven't used because I cycle through my makeup every week and pick out different items. So I'm throwing away or getting rid of, used up, decluttering 3 high impact mascaras from Clinique. So just know that your mascara doesn't last forever. And I see people, oh, Ipsy sent me another mascara, or BoxyCharm sending me another mascara. I don't need another mascara. Just keep in mind that mascara goes bad after 3 months. So you're gonna want to use it up. I would not go past 6 months, but if you can, switch it out every 3 months. So 3 of those little samples. And then a Chubby Lash. This is one of my favorite mascaras, but I knew this was getting old because I started using it and I'm like, I'm not liking this. And then my bottle is getting all gunky as well, and I was like, oh, I need to throw this away. Like, if you can pull off chunks like that off your mascara tube, it's probably best to just throw it away and get another one. I know mascara can be expensive, but I know like Lash Princess and stuff is like really good and it's inexpensive. Or just catch it when it's on sale, but that needs to be thrown away even though it's one of my favorites. And then I also use up the Elizabeth Arden Grand Entrance Mascara. I got this during in one of their gifts, and it wasn't my favorite. I didn't really care for this, and I know that Elizabeth Arden is more expensive than Clinique, so I'm guessing this mascara is probably like closer to $30. It wasn't for me. I do really like their lipsticks though. I am wearing one of the Elizabeth Arden lipsticks right now, topped with some other lipstick. I'll have a link down below what I'm wearing. And then also the It Superhero Lashes. I got this in an Ipsy, I think, and I didn't care for this. I know a lot of people really, really like this mascara, and I don't know why. I'm one of those people, I didn't like it. Maybe the full size is different, but this one I didn't care for. Also the Bad Gal Lash. I got this, I think, on my birthday, around my birthday time. But that's a really big wand, and I didn't really care for it, so I know that it's old. It's over 3 months old, so throw that away too. And then the Rodile Glam Lash Mascara XXL. I don't feel like this made my lashes XXL, so I didn't care for this one either. So not sad to see it go, but just keep in mind, if you get a mascara and you already have one open, keep it closed. Save it for 3 months, then switch it out and get another one. So that's what I should have done. Then I wouldn't be decluttering 8 mascaras in 1 month. Alright, moving on. Next thing I have is by NYX. It's the Stay Matte But Not Flat Powder Foundation. And I went through this super, super fast. This powder was really, really soft. So even though it had 1/4 of an ounce and it has 0.26 ounces in it, I used this up super, super fast. I got this for free from work using coupons. I think it retails for like 10 bucks, but I got it maybe like $1, maybe $2. Or free, I forget, but it's super cheap if not free, and I liked it. It just was so fast. I used it up so fast. I never used powder that fast, but I usually don't buy pressed powders. I'm more of a loose powder gal. Yeah, that went by really fast. The next thing is something that I got in at Ipsy, and it is the banana setting powder. I don't like this. It's way too yellow. I got this as a point perk from Ipsy. And maybe it's just because I don't know how to use it, but I ended up mixing it in with my other powders that were too light to kind of add this kind of sun-kissed glow. So I have a little bit of this on mixed in with my other powders. So far it's okay. I would definitely never buy a banana powder again unless maybe someone did a video on it and really made me like, oh, that's what you're supposed to do with it. Okay, I was wrong. Let me go back and get it again and try it again. But as of now, I didn't like this. And I know this is like full size and expensive, so I'm not wasting it. Just didn't like it. So speaking of powders, I also got the Laura Mercier powder. And this was a white setting powder that came in those 3 little holes, and I couldn't get the powder out. So I ended up popping off this lid and adding it to that same powder that the banana setting powder was in. Just mix all these powders together, powder my face. So that's what happened with this sample. So I can get rid of this little thing. All right, moving on. So another empty is this brush. So I bought this brush not even that long ago. It's a complexion buffer from Eco Tools. I probably bought this 2 months ago. And I went to wash it and all the bristles came out in one giant chunk. So I bought another buff brush and the quality wasn't that great. So I went online and I ordered a buff brush from Clinique, and that's what I'm using now. But this, I'm not going to save. I'm saving all my empties for a year-end roundup, but I'm not going to save this because I'm going to get bristles on everything. So this is actually just going in the trash. All right, next thing we have is a concealer by NYX. This is the NYX Gotcha Covered Waterproof Coverage Concealer. I felt like I went through this really, really quickly. It didn't have enough coverage for me. That's the thing about buying lower end products. Is like, well, now I'm going to swatch it and it's going to look really, really full coverage. Okay, that looks really full coverage. I don't know. There's still more in there too. I don't know. Maybe this is a good coverage. Maybe I should hold on to this and see if I can get the rest of it out. I just felt like it wasn't 100% for me, but this is a lot better. The liquid kind is a lot better than the kind in the pot. I'm using the kind in the pot right now, and that's the one that doesn't have coverage. This has coverage, so I would buy this one again. And I use the color light, so I would definitely rebuy this one. Alright, let's see what's next. Next is actually a bronzer. It's the Chocolate Soleil bronzer by Too Faced. And I've had this one for a while. This is the medium deep color. So I made sure I was using this like a lot to get it out of my collection because it was old. Still smells like chocolate. And then whenever I got to the very bottom of the pan, I just crumbled it up and put it in my powder. So my powder is now like a Franken powder. It has bronzer and banana setting powder and the Laura Mercier powder plus my Clinique powder and some Airspun. So it's like 5 or 6 powders all mixed together, and that's what I powder my face with. So I am all about that not waste life, so I don't waste products. If I get to the very end of it and it's hard to kind of use up, I just add it to another product. The next thing is this, or if I don't like a product, because like this product I did not like. This is the Micellar Cleansing Water All-in-One Removes Makeup. Lie. Cleanses. Lies. Smooths. Lies. No rinse. Lie. This is full of lies. This did not do a thing for me. I ended up using it and using it and using it. I would go through cotton round after cotton round after cotton round after cotton round trying to get my makeup off with this. It doesn't work. I would never buy this again. If I got this again as a sample, I would give it away to someone else because it doesn't work. So what I ended up doing is mix this in with my other makeup removers and use that. So it did not go to waste, but I didn't like it. I ended up mixing it in with other makeup removers, and that's what I'm using right now to get off my makeup. But by itself, this is trash. Alright, next item we received, I'm not unboxing anything. Okay. Wonderful, this is by Madam CJ Walker Beauty Culture. And this is Wonderful Deep Conditioning Mask. This smells just like honeysuckle, and I liked using this on my hair. I haven't had a lot of hair products recently because I haven't had a lot of hair, but now I'm back into like using a lot of products, so this matches my eyeshadow. It's a very pretty color, but this smells just like honeysuckle. It felt really good on the hair. It's really deep conditioning. It's really thick, and yeah, I would use this again. I don't know if I would actually buy it because my hair is in really good condition. I don't really need like a deep conditioning mask. I would use it again because it smelled good and it worked good, but I wouldn't buy it because I don't need it. Next thing is just this little thing of Pantene. I've had this thing for so long. I ended up using it, and then what was left just squeezing into my current shampoo. Just might as well use it if you got it. The next was a sample that I received from Blend and Boost. This was a mattifying lotion. The smell is not the greatest. I used up most of it and then mixed a little bit of it in with another lotion, but it wasn't my favorite. I wouldn't buy this. Next is a Fresh Start foaming cleanser from Real Chemistry. Not my favorite item. I received this, I think, maybe Daily Goodie Box, or maybe it was an Ipsy. I do like Fresh Start foaming cleansers, but the texture of this one left my skin a little weird, so I would not actively go out and buy this product. But I would use it again if I got it again in like an Ipsy or a subscription box. Speaking of subscription boxes, I am off of my no-buy. I am resubscribing to a ton of subscription boxes very shortly, so be on the lookout. August, September, I'm going to start getting more subscription boxes. I already talked to my husband. I'm doing BoxyCharm. I'm doing Lip Monthly. I want to do Walmart again. I want to do Macy's. I want to do Sephora. So I don't know how many of those I'm actually going to do, but I will have an increase of unboxing on this channel. So if you like unboxings, definitely subscribe for that. The next item I used up is the mattifying primer by Cover FX. Nothing special with this. It was just a small sample. It's hard to really tell after only using it for a few days if it really does a difference. And I know some people say that primer is useless and it does nothing. For me, I like it most of the time, but I didn't really feel like this was like a mattifying primer with anti-acne treatment. It sounds really good. It sounds like something I'd be like, ooh, that sounds like me. But after using it, I didn't really feel a difference. We also used the Hey Honey Come Clean. I didn't like this. I did not like this. I felt like this is very similar to this one from Clinique. So it's the 7-day scrub. I know that the full size of this is $22. I don't know how much the full size of Hey Honey is, so I don't know if it's a more expensive brand or not, but in my opinion, these two items are very, very similar. So if you like this one, you're going to like this one. If you like this one, you're going to like this one. They're very thin, and it's kind of like, you know how you take sugar, and sugar is really scrubby, but as soon as you add water to it, it just kind of disappears? That's how I feel like these are. Whereas they're really scrubby whenever you first put them on your face, but as soon as you start to wash your face, all the scrub just disappears. It doesn't stay gritty. Like, it's kind of like these are like a sugar scrub, and the one that I really like, the exfoliating scrub from Clinique, is like a salt scrub where the salt like stays salty. It doesn't dissolve. So these just aren't for me. I want something that is going to stay really scrubby on my skin and really exfoliate. So these are both a pass for me. And I already knew I didn't like this because I tried it a couple years ago, but I'm like, well, maybe it's different now. Maybe I didn't like it then and maybe I'll like it now, and I still don't like it. Okay. Another exfoliator, because I like to exfoliate, and I get a lot of the exfoliators in Ipsy's because I have on there that I love exfoliators. So they sent me the Nip and Fab, and this smells so good. It smells like grapefruit. That smells divine. Gum would be perfection. This smells really good. The Nip and Fab glycolic scrub. This does stay scrubby, so I did like this better, but I would even want it to be even more scrubby. Scrubby, but the Nip and Fab was really good. Next thing is the Coconut Skin Smoothing Primer by First Aid Beauty. This is okay. I mean, again, nothing spectacular. It's more of like a moisturizing primer, so I felt like I put moisturizer on and then I put another moisturizer on top of it. So, and I know it says smoothie priming moisturizer, but I don't know. It just felt like it didn't really prime my skin. It just felt like it moisturized my skin more, like double moisture. So on those days I was extra moisturized, but then I had to put on like extra powder. So not for me, not for my skin type. I would rather have something more mattifying than something more dewy. That wasn't for me. The next is a Pomona conditioning shampoo. Got this, I think, from a hotel, so you just use it up. I finally have hair again, so you're gonna see me using a lot more hair products, like this hairspray. Aussie Mega Hairspray 1 Flexible Hold. If I'm gonna be using hairspray, I'm gonna be wanting like a 4 or 5. Like the hairspray I'm using right now is like a flexible hold, so it's like not really holding anything down. But, so I wouldn't get the #1 again, but I would use it if it came in like a beauty box. And I do want to get Walmart and Target beauty boxes again, and I think that's what this came in a year ago. So I finally used it up because I finally have hair again. I don't know how many times I need to say that. So we have another First Aid Beauty product. This is the First Aid Beauty face cleanser. Not my favorite face cleanser. I think I have another one of these in my shower from whenever I did all those Sephora Play unboxings. So, or Play by Sephora unboxings. So I have another one of these that I'm using up. It's not a bad cleanser. It's just, it's definitely not my favorite. I much prefer the ones from Clinique. But I'm always open to using new products and finding new products. I know I keep mentioning Clinique just because that's what I'm trained in. But that's why I like subscription boxes, because I can try things that aren't Clinique. So I'm definitely interested in more cleansers. This one just wasn't it's not my favorite. It's just okay. This one's even worse. This one I don't like. It's the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser. This is not a good cleanser. It's really thin. After you use this to wash your face, you feel like your face isn't clean. You have to go in with another cleanser. So this is like pointless to me. If I received the Fresh Soy Face Cleanser again, I'd just give it away. And then we also received the Ahava Time to Clear Facial Med Exfoliator. This is just as bad as those other exfoliators where you put it on and you start to wash and it just disappears. I thought this was going to be a, I thought that this was going to be a mud mask, but it wasn't. It's an actual exfoliator, like face wash, and it's just like those other two where the beads just kind of disappear as you're washing your face. So I just added this to that other pot of exfoliators that I have, so get rid of that. I also use this argan oil. It says it's for hair, but I'm actually using this as makeup remover. So the same that I did with that micellar water, I actually dumped this in there too when I'm using it. It's like a little pot. It's my old Take the Day Off balm container. So I'm just adding a bunch of stuff in it to get rid of it, to use it so it's not going to waste. So if you don't like a product, see if you can mix it in with another product or see if you can use it in a different way. I know for a fact I will not use hair oils. So to be able to use this, I'm using it as a face oil and just using it as a makeup remover. That way I can use it, get it out of my face. Same thing with this Way Rose Hair and Body Oil. Mixed it in, using it as a makeup remover, and it works. Oil takes off makeup. I also added in this Stretch Mark Massage Oil makeup remover. Using it as makeup remover. Let me see if, I think that's all the products that, oils take off makeup. So as long as you wash your face afterwards, I don't know. Maybe that's why I'm breaking out. Could be all the extra body oils I'm putting on my face, but I'm just putting it on, massaging it in, taking off my makeup and washing my makeup off, washing my face. So I don't know. Take my advice, don't take my advice. It's whatever you want to do. I also ended up using the Voluminous Base. This is underwear for your eyes. This is a primer for your eyes. So it goes under your mascara and then you put your mascara over it. But I just felt like this didn't do anything. But I have other people that swear by mascara primer. I'm not one of those people. This didn't do anything for me. It was just an extra step to do. So out of it. Oh, this is another thing I added to the makeup remover pot. This is the Rich Kid Coconut Oil Gel by IGK. Makeup remover pot. New from Mattel. And then I used up a couple more primers. I used up the Murad Invisible Protecting Shield, and this has an SPF 30. So this is like a primer and a sunscreen in one. So I actually liked this, so I'm going to definitely look into more Murad products because why not? Prime and sunscreen all in one. The next was the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I feel like everyone has received this before, but I actually really like this. I like this more than a lot of the primers that I've used before. Yeah, so if I don't get it in September, I'll definitely order it on my January gratis if I have the option. I think I do to get Smashbox, so I will look into that. And then I have the MAC Prep and Prime. I got this in Ipsy, but I actually already have a full size of this that I bought on Gratis a couple of Gratises ago. That's not my favorite. It would have helped if I bought this, if I got this sample before I bought that full size, because then I would have been like, I don't really need the full size, but I mean, it's not bad. It's good. It's just, I don't know, just really thin, kind of like a moisturizing primer. Whereas now I know after trying multiple primers that I like a mattifying primer better. All right, we are almost done. I also used up 2 body washes, and I know at the bottom it shows that I have some, but believe me, these were empty and I added water to them and I shook them, and so I'm gonna go dump these out again and use this up. I got a whole bunch of these little things last December, and I was gonna give them out as gifts for Christmas, and I didn't. And so they're piled up in my bathroom, and I'm using them as hand soap. So I found 2 more items that I've added to that pot of makeup remover, and it is the BioSense, and this is, I don't even know what this is. I don't know what this is, but this is a little vial of BioSense. And then I also have jojoba oil, that youth potion. So I added both of those to my makeup remover. I added both of those to my makeup remover bowl, jug, whatever you want to call it, tin, container, tub. I guess I'm looking for the word tub. So done with those. I also used up 2 little moisturizers. I have the Lala Retro Whipped Cream. This was a nice moisturizer. I didn't like the smell of it, so I would not buy that again. I'm very big on smells, if you can't tell. And then the La Mer, which I think for this size is like $22 for this itty bitty little size. This was good, but it's not worth spending hundreds of dollars on. So if you use it, that's fine. If I had money, I would probably use it, but no. And I can get La Mer on gratis, but I would buy 1 item and that would be my entire gratis, so no. So I am getting rid of this Noya Summertime Peach lip product. I think I got this in a Lip Monthly 2 years ago, but it's old and it smells, so it's pretty much all used up too. So I don't know if you can tell how empty it is, but it's old, so trash. I also used up 3 little mini baby fragrances. So I am starting to go through my little baby fragrance drawer and pull out a new fragrance every week and try to force myself to use it because I have like 20 of these or more. So first one I used is Viva La Juicy Rosé. This is one of my all-time favorite perfumes. We have it at work, so I'm constantly spraying myself because I love roses. Rosé rose smells good. Another one of my all-time favorites is the Versace Euros for women. This smells like fruit punch. It smells so good. I love it. It comes in a round yellow bottle. Very, very good. And then also this one by it's Rock and Rio and by Escada. I bought a pack of like 5 of these years ago, years and years ago. Anything by Escada, anything on Escada that has this kind of packaging is going to be my favorite thing in the world. I was actually on Ulta's website looking at a fragrance, and I have never smelled it before, but I'm like, it's Escada, and it comes in one of these kind of packaging. I'm like, it's going to be so good, and I was really tempted to just buy it without even smelling it because I knew it was going to be good, but I didn't. But I want to. So, anything Escada I love. Another thing, I used these lashes one time, and I hate fake lashes, so I'm going to offer these to my friend and see if she wants to use them. If she doesn't, then I'm going to throw them away. But this is the Flutter Lashes by Makeup Shayla that I got in a subscription box back in January. So it was the BeautyCon BFF box. But I don't like wearing fake lashes, so I tried one time and I hated it. And then here are my foil packets that I used up. I used up this First Aid Beauty Radiance Polish that we got as a sample from Sephora. And that was good. I liked it. Nothing bad. I also used up a shampoo from Living Proof. It's the Living Proof Perfect Hair Day shampoo, and this smells so good. I think Living Day is kind of expensive, but I will look into it and see if maybe once my hair gets a little bit longer, investing in it. I don't really feel like investing money into shampoo and conditioner if my hair is going to be short, so I'll wait. I'll just use Pantene or whatever's $1 at the store for now. And then I used up this Olay. I want to say Olay, but it's actually Ula. I know a lot of people say Olay, But Ulla Hendrickson Counterbalance Oil Control Hydrator. I actually really like this. I think I used up 2 this month. No, 3. I went to Sephora and the lady gave me a bunch of samples, so I actually used up 4 of these. And I do really like this. I do want to look into more of the Ulla's products, Ulla Hendrickson's products, because I will definitely try more from him. And then I used some Chemidis Dermatology Acne Spot Treatment. I hated this stuff. I used it up and I wanted to show it to you guys, but I absolutely hated this stuff. It did not feel like it did anything. The Clinique is 1,000 times better. I would not even waste your money with this. That's just my opinion, but this, if you guys have ever used this brand and you like it, let me know, because I absolutely hated it. And I also used up 2 of the cleansers that they sent. They sent me 4 items, and I used them all up. I would not buy them. Even if they were really cheap, I wouldn't buy them. And then down to our last 3 items. Another item I added to that makeup remover bucket was this Nux oil. And then I also added this Hydrating Moisturizer Mindful Pomegranate Oil. And the last thing that I actually used on my face was the Infinite Gold Facelift Serum. So those were all my empties. A lot of those products just got added to other products and added to that little makeup remover mystery bucket. So, but yeah, it's fine. I just swirled it all together, and then I just take a little bit on my hands and rub it on my face, and it dissolves my makeup really well. So if you're ever in a bid and you're out of makeup remover, just grab some oil. But unless your dermatologist tells you not to, don't do anything just because I told you and then come back and be like, you told me I could do this and now I'm all broken out with hives. And I'm gonna be like, but buy a makeup remover, use whatever you have, whatever. I'm just one of those people that I hate wasting stuff. So if it's still good, I'll give it to my friends. If it goes bad, then I have to throw it away and I feel bad about it. So if I don't like a product, I'm gonna find another way to use it. But those were all my empties. I won't have quite as many next month, I don't think, because that was quite a bit. So if you made it all the way to the end of the video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and be on the lookout for more unboxings and more fun videos from this little SodaSiren. I'll see you guys soon. Bye, guys.